present SD topics. First, we will move on to the what is SAP SD. SAP is the SD is a core functional module in a SAP ERP central component that allows organization to store and manage customer and product related data in the organization. Uses this data to manage all of the sales, ordering, shipping, billing, and invoicing for the goods and any of the services of the SAP SD. And we will move on to the enterprise structure in the SAP SD as a basic part, which is a necessary. And for a SAP enterprise structure, yeah, in the enterprise structure, we have agenda, which is related to enterprise structure, introduction and overview and architecture, and enterprise structure, master data and business process, and introduction about enterprise structure. SAP enterprise structure is an organization structure that represents entire business structure in a SAP R3 structure system. It consists of some organization unit which are mapping with the business structure, for example, company code, plants, storage location, sales organization, and distribution channel, so on. From the SD perspective, we are mainly concentrated on sales organization, distribution channel, division, and a sales office, sales group, and shipping point. And after that, organizational unit handles specific business functionalities related to enterprise structure and overview of architecture. That is which I have already mentioned. That is, a sales and distribution is an important module of SAP ERP, which consists of SD, billing and pricing, sales, customer material, master data, serial number, and batch management, foreign trade and output determination, availability check, and credit management. For these all the process, we need the basic master data. For that, we need to create the enterprise structure. For that, specifically the mention the model is tightly integrated with the SAP FI and a PP and a key subject module of a SAP SD, and the customer and the vendor and the sales OTC cycle. OTC cycle means the sales, delivery, and the billing, and the main will be the pricing part in the SD. And in the next slide, this is the basic enterprise structure from the SD perspective. First will be the client. That means this is the company. Under that, we will come across the company code. And in that, we have a sales organization and distribution channel and the division. And we will call it as a sales area. That means the combination of sales organization, distribution channel, and division, we will call it as a sales area. And after that, below the sales area, we have sales office and sales group. For that, we will assign some of the, for the particular company code, we will assign plant and shipping point and warehouse. Individually, I will explain in the next slide. That is, in the enterprise structure, we have first will be the sales organization from the SD perspective. First, I will define what is sales organization. It is an organization unit that sales and distribution product or services is to be responsible for this transaction. That is, one company code can have a multiple sales organization in which the sales strategy will be going on in the sales organization level in the enterprise structure. This will be the main part in the enterprise structure for the SD perspective. And second will be the distribution channel. That means distribution channel is a channel through which material or services reaches to the end customer. That is for ultimate customer, like wholesale or services like that. One sales organization can have many distribution channel. That will be the 1:many. Like that, one sales organization can have many distribution channel. And next, we will move on to the sales office. What is mean by sales office means sales office, it is an organization unit in a graphical area for a particular geographical area. A sales office established contact between the company and the regional market. There will be a contact between the company and the regional market. For example, if we have a company means we have a different sales office to improve our marketing or any of the financial. things, we will have a separate sales office for any of the company. And later we will move on to the sales group. That means the sales group is nothing but a group of employee, and one sales office is called as a sales group. Sales office can be number of sales group. One sales office can have multiple sales group, like that. And fifth will be the division. What is mean by division? Means a division is a product group that can be defined for a wide range or aspect of a product, and one sales organization can have multiple division, that is one is to many. And we will go on to the shipping point. The shipping point is it is a physical location. It is a physical location where we do the process of loading of the goods into the mode of transport for dispatcher to the customer. That is for ultimate customer. We will do the transfer of goods from the warehouse or plant through the shipping point to the ultimate customer. That is the main intention for shipping point. And next we will move on to the plant. Plant is in a physical location where we do the process of manufacturing of finished goods. For example, if it is in a manufacturing company, means we will manufacture the goods or finished product in the plant level, and we will store in the plant itself also. And next we will move on to the company code. The company code, the smallest organization unit for which accounting can be carried out. For example, we have a company that is example HP company is there. In that we will have a company code as an India HP. That means one company as having a multiple company code like India company or German HP or Indian HP. Like that we will have a multiple company code. And specifically what is the use of company code is that is the smallest organization unit for which accounting can be accountables can be carried out. That is for each for example, for the foreign countries and for Indian countries, what are all the account has been so far, it is done by the company code level. We can easily trace it out in the company code level, and it is a legally unique entity. The company code will be the legally unique entity, and the company code can have a business transaction and the processed at this in the company code level. That is the main intention of company code, and one company can have a multiple company code. And next we will move on to the storage location. Storage location, it is a location where we store the goods within a plant. The storage location will be assigned within a plant. In that plant we can assign the any of the storage location and where the finished material has been stored in a particular bin or particular cotton box. Like that we will store the ultimate finished goods in the stored location. That is the enterprise structure from the SD perspective. These are all the main thing we need to define in the SD enterprise structure, and I will show in the system level. First, as a SAP SD, we will move on to the SPRO path. Next, SAP reference IMG. And we will go on to the enterprise structure. In that, we need to go for definition. In that definition, first, the F5 people will define the company and company code. And I will show. I have already defined RE99. It is a Royal Enfield Motors, that is RE99 is a company code. Or else we can go for define company code, and we will copy the any of the standard company code, that is 1000, and we can copy this through copy as whatever the data is there in the company, we will copy all the data and we can change this to our new company code. Like that we will do that. And for company code, the same thing, we need to go for edit company code data. Meanwhile, we can define through new entries, or else we can copy the data from the standard. And I have defined RE99 Royal Enfield Motors, which I have already. The country Indian or currency, and the language will be must and should. That is depend upon the different country. If any of the company which have different country, means we can maintain different country code in that India or like that, it will maintain in the company code level. And next, from the logistic general, we will go for the plant. In that plant, which is defined by the people. The plant will defined by the people. I will show in the system. We need to go for RE 99, which I have already mentioned. The plant is a physical location where we do the process of manufacturing and the finished goods. As you can see that the plant and the name is there, and the language that will be the English and the postal code. The plant will be the very important for the SD perspective, where we need to maintain the region and the factory calendar also, which will be a main important. And these are all the details, that is title and name and the country and India. That is the address tab. We will call it as an address tab for this plant. The region will be the main important thing when we do the invoice or e-invoice e-way bill. That will be the main part in the plant. Same thing, we can do it as a new entry or we can copy the existing new one. And after plant, we will move on to the division. As I already told, the division mean by division is a product group that can be defined for a wide range spectrum of the product. That means for or 8, which I have defined R9. We can define it as an R9 and we can copy the same thing like which I have earlier mentioned, or else we can define the new one. And next will be the, in the sales and distribution, we have sales organization. Sales organization which is responsible for all the transaction in the sales perspective. The domestic sales I have mentioned, in that we need to mention the things. This is the address tab. We can maintain the company and the company sales organization name and their postal code and the country and the region also in the sales organization level. This is the sales organization which I have defined. And next will be the distribution channel. Yeah, distribution channel, which I have already mentioned, it is a channel through which material or services reach to the ultimate customer. Through the distribution channel, we will reach into the ultimate customer, that is RE dealer, which I have mentioned. We can mention like this, distribution channel. And later we'll go on to the sales office, which I have mentioned earlier. That is a sales office means it is an organization unit in the geographical area, that is the contact between the company and the regional marketing. That way, for example, you can see RE99, which I have created. And it will update the created by, and there will be the description, the sales office description. And next will be the sales group, and in that sales group we can see that the group of employee under one sales office is called as a sales group. That is also we have a sales group as an RE5. You can passenger sales group, that we have mentioned sales group as an RE5. Like that we can define sales group for that. And next I will move on to the material management. In that we need to define the store location. The store location means it is a location where the goods has been stored in the plant. As you can see that it will ask for the plant In that specific plant, we are maintaining the storage location because the stock will be stored in the particular plant, and in the inventory also it will show the same thing. Within the store location, the material will be stored, the stock. And next, after defining all the things, we need to do the assignment for the defined company code or sales organization distribution channel, like that. And in the assignment with the same path, we need to check assign company code to company. You can see that the company code will be the RE99, the company code and the company which has to be assigned, or else when we do the process, any of the sales process, if the assignment is not correct or it is some there will be no wrong assignment is there, means it will show error. We can get multiple errors while doing any of the process. That's why the assignment should be correct. It is wow, one to one or one to many, many to one, like that we need to assign the things. And next we will go for the logistics general. In that we need to assign a plant with a company code, because the plant will be assigned to a company code. And we will go on to the plant RE99. In that, as you can see that the company code will be RE99 and plant will be RE99. We need to assign, like that we need to do the things, or else we can do company code RE99 with another plant also we can assign for the things, because one is to one many, that is one company code can have a multiple plant, like that we need to assign that. And after that need to go for sales and distribution. In that we need to assign sales organization to company code. In that we need to enter sales organization, which is RE99. As you can see that the RE99 will be the sales organization and the company code will be RE99. Or else we can use multiple sales organization for one company code, because one company code can have a multiple sales organization. We can assign multiple sales organization for the one company code, like that we need to go for assignment distribution channel to organization. These are all the must and should we need to do, or else we will face an issue while running the process. RE99 and distribution channel. Meanwhile, what are all the things we have defined in the correct manner, we need to assign the distribution channel and the division. That is the thing. And after we need to go for assign division to sales organization. The same thing it will follow, many to many or one to one, like that we need to assign for all the sales organization and division, distribution channel and the plant. And a setup sales area, that is sales area means the combination of sales organization, distribution channel and the division, which is called as a sales area. We need to maintain a sales area RE99, which is a sales organization and distribution channel and the division, or else we can use another sales area also for the particular company code. And next, assign sales office to sales area. In that we need to assign RE99 sales office to sales area to sales office. Sales area means a combination of sales organization, distribution channel and the division, and the sales office will be RE5, which we have defined earlier. Or else when you are going to do any of the sales order process, it will show error by using the sales area or sales office. If you are not assigning this path, means you will encounter with the error. And for the sales organization also, sales office and the sales group also we need to assign like this manner. And next and sales organization, distribution and a plant, we need to assign the sales organization will be RE99 and distribution channel will be RE8 and plant will be RE99. Through this manner we need to assign the things. And after that we need to go for material management. In that we need to go for or logistic execution. You need to assign shipping point to plant. In that we need to go for the plant and we need to do such RE99 or one plant, it has to be assigned with the shipping point, that is RE99. You can see that one plant with the shipping point we have assigned, or else we can assign multiple shipping point. It will show like this, that is RELD is the plant which is having a 6 shipping point. Like that we need to assign the things in the enterprise structure. This is the thing we need to do, the definition and the assignment in the enterprise structure from the SD perspective. And I will move on to the master data. Yeah, in the SD master data, first we will move on to the agendas. For the master data, we need to go through the master data and type of master data, customer master data, and the prerequisite to create the customers, and the material master and customer material info record, that is CMIR, and the condition master. First we will go on to the master data. Master data is the data which is stored centrally and used in day-to-day transaction. That is the main use of the master data. Without master data, we won't create any of the process in the SD part, because mandatorily we need customer or material which is going to be sold for the ultimate customer. That's why the master data will be the most important thing in the SD part. And the advantages of master data are no need to enter the detail every time, which will save it one time at the end user, and master data will avoid manual mistake. While using the transaction XD01, we can maintain the master data for the customers, and MM01 for the material. We can maintain all the details, necessary details in the both the master data, and we can proceed further for any of the processes. Without master data, we cannot proceed any of the things. And next, we will go on to the type of master data. We have four type of master data, that will be customer master data and material master data and customer material info record, that is CMIR, and condition master data, that will be a pricing master. These are the four master data we have. First we will go on to the customer master data. Customer master data means the details of the customer which is stored centrally and used in the day-to-day transaction whenever it is required. For example, name, address, or phone number, email ID of the particular customer, it will store centrally, and we can use daily basis for any of the process. That is why using XD01 or VD01, we can do the customer master in the SAP level. And next we will go on to the material master. The material master means the detail of the product or specification of the product which is stored central and used in day-to-day transaction. That is what is the specification and what is the product name, and these are all stored in centrally, and we can use day-to-day transaction for any of the manual mistake or what, we can store centrally in the system. And we can by using the MM01 transaction, we can maintain the material master data. And next we will move on to the CMIR, that is customer material info record. We use CMIR for customer placing order with their own material code. By using CMIR, we assign customer material number with our material number. For example, in the company, they are using the code for particular item. For example, we are ordering a pen as a customer, but internally in the manufacturer they will use as a code XYZ, but customer is placing a order as a pen. Internally they will mention it as an XYZ. By using the CMIR, we can map the product which are going to order by the customer. By using CMIR, we can easily trace the product in the SAP system. That is the use of CMIR. And next will be the condition master data. Condition master data is also called as a pricing master, and where we maintain the price of the product. For example, base price will be the PR00, which we are maintaining in the VK11 transaction. It will automatically update in the sales order level by using the key combination, that is for customer or material combination. It will update automatically in the sales order level by using this condition master data. And these are all the things which I have explained now. In the master data, we have three tabs, that is a general tab which is having 7 tab pages, that is include of address, control data, and payment, transaction, marketing, unloading point, and export data, and contact person, which is having a 7 tab or 7 pages in the general tab. And in the company code data, we have 4 tab, that is account management and payment transaction, correspondence and insurance in the company code data. And for the sales area data, we have 4 tabs, that is sales, shipping and billing and the partner function. And for the general data, we can check in the table level by using SE16 and transaction by KNA1 as a table name, and for the company code data we can go through KNB1, and for sales area data we can go through KNVV. And VD01 is the customer record for the sales view creation. That is for sales view creation, by using the VD01 we can create the customer. For XD01 is the central customer. In most of the scenario we are using SD01 for a central customer. Within a company code level we are creating the customer. And next, these are all the tabs which I have explained, that is the 7 tabs. And for the company code data we have 4 tabs, and for sales area data we have 4 tabs which I have mentioned earlier. And before going to create any of the master data, we have a prerequisites. Before creating any of the master data, first will be the account group, and next will be the number ranges, and next will be the partner functions. The account group is used to classify the customer, whether it is an buyer or seller, is a payer or what. By using the account group we can segregate the different customer based on their groups. For example, in the standard we are using 0001 as a sold to party, and 0002 ship to party or goods receipt, and 3 will be the payer, that is bill to party, that is SP, BP or payer. Like that we will SH or payer PY. Like that we will differentiate for the 4 customer in the account group as a standard. And next will be the number ranges. By using the number ranges, set as unique identification for all the sales document, and a sales order or quotation, and a customer accounts which are creating from a Sana web. In SAP, number range are assigned to the specific sales document type and the customer account group. Through customer account group we can assign the number ranges for particular customer, or else we can select the external customer also, and we can enter internal customer also. Based on the client requirement we can maintain the things, external or internal number ranges. And next will be the partner function. There are 4 partner function commonly used in SD, which I have already mentioned, that is SP, that means sold to party who is place the order. That is next will be the ship to party who will receive the order, and the bill to party who receives the invoice, and the payer who will settle the bill. These are the 4 standard partner function we are using, or alternately we are using carrier and a sales employee also. Based on their client requirement we can add those partner functions in that. Next will be the material master. Apart from customer master, the material master is there. The material master will be created by the people, but meanwhile sales views and accounting tabs also there. That's why from the SD perspective also we are doing the material master from our end also. That means, what is material master? Material is in a product which is ready to sold for the ultimate customer, which I have already mentioned. What is material master means? It is detail of the product or specification of the product which is stored centrally, and we can use daily transaction for that, which consists of volume or detailed specification, basic unit of measure and item category. Like that we will maintain that in the material master, and we have a standard price and the moving price also in the material master. These are all the selection tab page when we enter into the material creation, that is basic data 1 and sales organization 1, sales organization 2, and general plant, foreign trade export and sales text. From they will select the views which they want while creating this material, and they will do as per their requirement from the side. And from the SD side we will maintain the sales organization 1 and 2, and sales general plan data and the accounting view from the SD perspective. And the CMIR, which I have already explained. CMIR means we use CMIR for the customer or placing order within their own material code. By using CMIR, we assign customer material number with our material number. For example, if customer is placing order as an a pen, but internally in the manufacturer they will place it as an XYZ. By using CMIR, we can map the things between the what material going to be ordered from the client and internally what is the thing. Data pricing master means condition master data is also called as a pricing master, where we maintain the price of the product. On that, and next we will go for the condition master data, that is pricing, that is the prices, surcharges or discount. By using this condition master data, we can maintain the different condition. Automatically it will update in the sales document, whether it is an taxes or surcharges or freights. Like that we can maintain the condition master data. This is all from master data. Now I will show in the system level the master data details. Yeah, first before creating the customer master, we have a prerequisites, that is we need to follow, that is OBD2, which is we need to create the account group. For that I have created the account group as a test. In that, as you can see that I have created the new account group, or else you can copy the existing one by using the 1000 and you can define your own account group. When we double click on that account group, we can find the account group, or else we can use this account group for one time account. We check right over there, it will use for one time only. And after that, as I explained, the general data and company code data and sales area data for the customer master. When we click on the general data, what are all the 7 tabs are there, it will display. In that, when we go for the address tab, we can maintain required entry or optional entry or suppress. For example, when we go into create any of the customer means, if client required, the address tab has to be required, we need to check as an required option, or else we can maintain it as an optional. Optional means whether if you maintain the data, it will not restrict anything, it will automatically save. But when we maintain a required entry means master should mandatorily, we need to maintain the those details in the master data while creating the customer master. By using this, we can restrict the fields for a particular creation of master. For all the tabs we have a control. Company code data also we have a 4 to 5 tabs. In that also we can maintain mandatory required entry or suppress or optional entry, or else it has to be display. It must to be grayed out. We cannot change or we cannot maintain alternate conditions also. We can mention optional entry. And for the third tab also, the options will there. That is sales data. The sales view, we can mention the what are all the optional and the required entry for that. And next, we will move on to the number ranges. That means XD. N1. For customer master, we can define any of the interval for that. Now I will go for the display mode. In that, as you can see that the whatever the number ranges is there, apart from existing number range, we need to define the number range which we are going to maintain. For example, I will take 12. When we maintain these number ranges from starting from 6 and end will be 699. When we check this radio button means it will treat it as a external number ranges. Before while creating the sales order by using XD01, by manually we can enter the number for the particular customer, like we can enter the name also XYZ or 123 like that. By using the external, we can create any of the customer with our own perspective. And when we check, we won't check any of the things means it is an external number ranges, or else I think yeah, this is the external one which is starting from A, or else we can change the description of the customer or material also. It will follow for the material master also when we check external. And for after defining the number ranges, we need to assign the number ranges in O bar transaction. That is for particular group, we need to assign the number ranges. The test, the C3 number ranges will assign. After creating the sales customer master, automatically the customer number will update by using this number ranges, which is starting from C3 serial number. It will automatically update while creating the customer master in the SAP. That means these are all the prerequisites we need to must and should we need to create in the before creating the customer master. And next I will go for XD01, which you can see the screen. While creating the customer master, we need to select account group, that will be test account group which I have created, and after that we need to create the company code level. The company code level, we can select the company code and we can enter. And for sales area, and for sales we can enter a sales organization, distribution channel and division, that is in a sales area. Previously I have already created the customer, that is XD02. In that I have input the customer number which I have already created, and for the this is the sales area which I have created customer, and for the company code will be RE99. By using VD01 also we can create the customer, or else we can use XD01 also. In most of the cases we will create in the XD01. This is the chain mode which I have already created the customer. In that, in the company code data we have 7 tabs. As you can see, the address, control data and payment transaction, marketing and unloading point, export data and contact person. In that we need to maintain the necessary details, that is customer name and the search and country name, region and the time zone, and the transportation group which will helpful for determine the route in the sales order level transportation group, and control data. In the control data we need to maintain the vendor. If you're doing any of the third party process means we need to maintain the vendor for that in the customer master. And this is the main part we need to maintain. After that we need to go for company code data. In company code data, for a particular customer we need to assign the reconciliation account. For that, any of the transaction we need to do for the particular customer means we need to maintain the reconciliation account. After that, the payment transaction, terms of payment, if we have any of the terms of payment while creating the sales order, that means we must and should we need to maintain in the customer master. That is automatically in the sales order level it will update whatever we have maintained in the customer master. And these are all the things we need to maintain if required. The correspondent and insurance and withdrawal, and the main part will be sales area data. In that we need to maintain if we define any of the sales region means we need to define assign, and the sales office and sales group which we have already defined in the enterprise structure. And the currency, the customer will be different currencies, that is if India means INR, and for the foreign or Singapore customer we will use the different currency. And the pricing group and the pricing procedure, customer pricing procedure, it will help while doing the accounting entries. After releasing invoice into the accounting, it will useful. That is, while using a standard we can determine the GLs. And the pricing group, whether it is 0 1 or like that, we need to mention that is a bulk buyer, it is an occasional buyer, like that we can segregate the things. And the next will be the shipping. In that shipping point, the delivery priority for the any of the customer or for this particular sorry for inconvenience. I lost my network and I will go for XD02 and I will input my customer and with the sales area. In the sales area data, we can see the billing document and shipping. I mean shipping. The shipping condition, whether it is on a standard shipping or what, we need to maintain the shipping condition. And next will be the delivery plant. In the customer master, we need to maintain the delivery plant, or else it will fetch the plant from the CMIR, which we have maintained in the VD51, or else it will fetch data from the customer master or from the material master, which we have maintained the plant. And this is the thing we need to maintain the shipping point. And next, in the billing document also, invoice dates, which is from Indian calendar, and Incoterms, that is CFR, cost and freights, we can maintain for the customers. And the terms of payment, whether they need to pay the amount immediately or what, like that we need to define the terms of payment, which is done by the FI people. For the particular customer we need to maintain. And after that, account assignment group, which is on a main part. When we done the invoice, after that we need to release it for the accounting. After releasing into the accounting, how the system will propose the thing means by using this account assignment group for customer and the material also. By using the customer and material account assignment group, based on that key combination, the particular GL will be assigned in that VKOA transaction. Automatically the GL will be fetched when we release into the accounting. And after that, whether this customer is liable for taxes or what, we need to maintain in the taxes. Whether it is liable means we can maintain it as an a 1, or else we need to maintain 0. Like that we can restrict the customer for JOCG or JOSG, like that. And after that, partner function is there. As I earlier mentioned, the sold to party, bill to party, payer, and ship to, automatically in the prerequisites. When we maintain those partner function in the sales order level also, it will take by using the account group. That is the main thing in the customer master. And next we will go on to the material master. In the material master, the transaction will be mm01. By using this transaction, we will create the new customer. For example, we need to create any of the new customer means we need to select the industrial sector, whether it is in a chemical industry or retail industry, like that we need to check. I will select chemical industry, and after that material type. The material type will be defined from the people. In that material type they will assign evaluation, and what are all the selection screen they need to mention, they will update in the material type. I will select FERT product. We need to create the new customer. I have already created the new customer mm02. This is the customer I have already created by using this material type FERT. And when I go on to the organization level, or else we can select the select view. How the system will show those select view means, in the material people, they have already maintained in the material group. In that, what are all the views they have selected, automatically it will display while creating the material master. The basic data 1, 2 and the sales area, I will select the basic data and sales area views, and the general plan data and accounting view from the SD part. And in that, these are all the inputs from plants, RE99, store location, sales order, distribution channel. And when I execute, automatically it will trigger into the master data, material master data. Here you can see that the material number will be generate because it is an internal number inches. And after that, the copper wire, which is I have given the name for the material. And after that, basic unit of measure, we can use basic unit of measure as an each or 0001, like that, inch or carton, like that. Based on the requirement, we can change the basic unit of measure. And for the division we need to mention whatever the division we have, and the gross weight and net weight we need to mention in the material master. And next, in the basic data too, there will be no such necessary things we need to maintain. And then when we go for the sales organization one, in that we need to what are the basic unit of measure and the division which we have maintained in the basic data one, automatically in the sales organization v1 it will select, automatically it will copy sales basic unit of measure will be 0001, which we have mentioned in the basic data and the division. And next, the material group, which is already copied from the things. And in the material master also, this material is liable for taxes or what we need to mention in the tax data, whether it is liable for taxes or not. And one more thing, in the basic data one, we have item category group. In the basic data one, if we maintain item category group as a norm for different material, there will be a different item category group is there, whether it is a norm or verb or be like that. It means that when while creating the sales order, how the item category or from the sales order to item category, how the system will propose item category automatically, means in the sales organization too, we need to maintain the item category group or general item category group. General item category group and item category group must be there in the material master, or else if you are not maintaining this sales organization too, means in the sales order level we won't enter the item level itself. It will restrict. When we enter the material, it will show error message because Sorry, I'm facing internet issue to unstable network. MM02. I will enter this material. And sales organization too. If we not maintain the item category group means in the sales order level, we will encounter the error. And after that, the load shit.